Hello, everybody, and thank you for your interest in a PNGtuber studio created by moi, Kyle Alamode. Um, this is just a basic little setup. This is what you get out of the box. Run the V12 EXE, this current version. Should be the latest one with the screenshots. I don't think I have this in screenshots for the avatar visible. Previously, we were having some hiccups where it would just keep the avatar on the screen all the times. I haven't set up the default avatar for this yet. Um, with the current version, if we go to states, in edit, we want to, I don't have the image selected, background image. I believe we're going to use Kimmy's for this. Sorry, Kimmy, appreciate you. This is just a generic test demo I'm doing. So we have her base avatar here. Normally you wouldn't have eyes or a mouth. You would keep those blank because you want to have those separate. This can be put in any scale now, no longer locked in a 2 by 3. It can be 1,000 by 1,000, whatever you want. Uh, just recommend keep it kind of sane because the more detailed, the more it's got to put in the memory, yada yada. So eye states on idle. We're just gonna put these two, eyes 01, eyes 02, and we can see she blinks. We can see, we can pause this, we can play this. You can see it's flicking between these two. We have only one body for animations, and two eyes. This we set the time for 1400. Bonk. There we go. A little bit different. You can make it random so it's a little bit natural blinking, and they're visible. You can make it invisible so they go away. Yeah. We will scroll down. And then a mouth. So silent is fine. Just 01, just as is, nothing. And like I said, this is just demo, so I'm not putting in a ton of effort into this. Soft talk, so we can do like that soft talk. Pause. And normal talk would be the same. And then loud talk is going to be these two. Easy loud talk. Oops, gotta play. Loud talk, it goes from the medium mouth to the loud mouth. This one, from closed to open for regular talk. And soft talk, normally you'd have a smaller mouth. You can put as many as you want image wise in here. It just has to be labeled 001, 002, 003, etc. because it uses the file sorting schema alphabetically that Windows would do in order to create your flip book, quote unquote. Um, Once it's done, you just click save state, and avatar should be visible. When we do this, boom, there she is in all of its glory. Display, and you can take on PNG, stuff like that. Audio is where you adjust how loud you are. So right now it's not going that loud because I'm not that loud, but if I get real close and like you see how it gets real the big mouth. Um, Otherwise, yeah. Sorry, Kimmy, kind of putting your character on blast out here, but we kind of whip this up. Uh, Display, you can set ingredients for your chroma key. You can do custom color. You can do background image. Oops. I know. There we go. Um, and the big thing is, so if we do, I think I might need to fix the transparency on this, but you can do like HTML code, stuff like that, etc., etc. Output canvas auto, so it scales with this, so you can grab it and click and woo, make it big, make it small. And one thing you can set a bounce or a wiggle. So we want bounce. You see how she bounces with it. Wiggle, she can wiggle. You can set subtle, standard, energetic, and determine how your intensity is in response. So we can like lower the intensity, lower the speed, and increase the smoothness. Ooh. Same over here. Lowered intensity and smoothness increases, etc., etc. You can do based on the loudness too, on how much you want. Um, but aside from that, you can do, like I said, animate GIFs as a background, which is cool. I enjoy it. This just goes over how the layers are. You can create new layers in here. So you want to have like a layer for hair, a layer for like your body, wings, stuff like that. It's as long as it's its own separate layer, it shows you how it goes. Body, eyes, mouth, hair example. So this is the base, this is the middle, this is the top, and it just goes from there. Top list, drawn last, visible on top. Bottom of the list, drawn first, visible behind everything. So this kind of gives you a nice little rundown of how that works. With that being said, you can set your default mic. If we want to set avatar as invisible, So it's still here, technically. You just can't interact with it. This is a way so you can do stuff. So if I go to my OBS, and I believe it should be window capture. I'm gonna make sure it's capturing the correct avatar. So it would be PNGtuber avatar. I can do this. Boom. Oops. Sorry about that. I had a little hiccup with the recording. So you would just that was a me problem because I opened this before I opened OBS, and then I tried to use an existing capture from an old version of the software. You shouldn't do that normally, but it was using the avatar image from the previous one, so I had to delete the scene and bring in the new one. But that's all said and done. Um, so as you can see here, she's right here. This is the actual like thing with move in it, and this over here, I can't like I'm bouncing my mouse onto it. That's the actual one in OBS. So with that being said, we would just click avatar visible, invisible, and you see she's still there. She should be here, woo, but she's not. Can't move it, can't do anything with it, can't interact with it. And then we want to make it visible so we interact with it. And we go here, and then I can like scrunch it up, like uh, and you'd be like, but Kyle, what about the green and stuff like that? Well, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Uh, you can go into your OBS and you go to filters. A little filter. Move this one over here. Filters, and then you would do the whole little effects, and you want to do a chroma key, and then ka-chow. We chromaed. She chromaed up. So while this is still green, our actual one over here is chroma keyed. So, congrats. You're using no green no more. You can just use a transparent background as long as when you put in PNG images with a transparent background based on this. Don't select any of these. Just leave it as is, and your base background is fine. Um, which I may need to just have a delete background button, but as is, everything's fine. Green screen is fine. That's a future problem. But with that being said, uh, yeah, hope you enjoyed the software. It's free, spread it around. I'm going to try to keep updating this as new things come to me. Here's like a little help, goes over everything. Um, yeah, it kind of this is basically like a walkthrough. Everything we just talked about is in the help tab. When you're done, you can just click quit application, and it's gone. Oh no! Whatever will I do? Thanks for hanging around. Hope this was helpful. And as always, keep cool, stay calm, and appreciate y'all. Bye.